Viewers, in a house move, I lost my yellow tie and it's transfer deadline day today. I really am not mentally prepared for this. Welcome back into the Arsenal Football Manager save with myself, Wayne. Welcome to Wayne's World. I hope you are enjoying this series. Let's get into transfer deadline day and try to waste some money. Welcome back in then, viewers. It's been a little while since our last update, which was the end of season 4 review. If you haven't checked that out, do be sure to go and have a look at that previous episode. We go over all of the things that we have done, all of the things that we might want to do, and yeah, we look forward to season 5, which has started. Before I catch you up to date, I just want to say a massive thank you for all of the support on the videos so far. We've recently started another management game, F1 Manager 22 on the PS5, so if you're into F1, do check out those F1 Manager videos. But on the Football Manager stuff, we will still be doing your Tuesday and Thursday afternoon episodes. Start of season 5, as I said, there's been some heartbreak, and I'm going to kick off with the bad news first. We sold Gabriel to Real Madrid. I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to say anything too much. I'm so upset. I really didn't want to do this, but I tried my best to keep him. Viewers, I tried my best to keep him. I offered him more money. I offered him a better position in the squad. I'd offered him kind of everything that you could. But I guess when you're Brazilian and when Real Madrid come knocking, you have to go. 63 million for Gabriel to go to Real Madrid. So disappointing because I loved Gabriel and he was fantastic. So one of the big bits of business on this transfer deadline day, first of all, signing a player who can play at centre-back, and I've got one in mind and I can't wait for you to see who it is. Another major departure is James Justin then. He wanted to leave last season. He wasn't really playing because obviously at right back we've now got Ben White, Tomiyasu, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who has also asked to leave because he wants a new challenge. Be interesting to see if we can keep him beyond deadline day. And then obviously at left back we've got Kieran Tierney and Bukayo Saka, as well as Tomiyasu, who can play there, as well as Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who could play there as well. So James Justin just wasn't really getting the minutes. Manchester City came in and they offered 40 million, so we accepted it. Good luck to James Justin. He was all right for the couple of seasons he was here. Didn't really push on the way that I thought, but 40 million back for him, not too bad. We also sold Alan Velasco to Valencia for £20 million. Obviously, he had a decent loan last season at Bayern Munich, but he doesn't really have a space in this squad. And considering we don't play wingers, we play 3 strikers, he doesn't really have a position that we can comfortably play him in. At 23 years of age, he might get better. So what we have done is we have added him to the shortlist, or we will add him to the shortlist, just to make sure that we keep a check on his progression. Hopefully we've not sold him too early, but to Valencia for 20 million, I'm not too upset with that deal. We also sold Daniel Ballard to Porto for £18.5 million, considering Daniel Ballard maybe played 1 game for the senior team, and that was probably in a late Champions League group game or something like that. 2 games before he went out on loan to PSV. 3 games in total for us. I have to say, £18 million is not too bad a deal for a young centre-back that we were never going to use. And the final one, and the one I am most happy about, we got rid of our enemy, Kingsley Coman. He has gone out on loan to Inter Milan, but it's with a mandatory fee at the end of the summer. So at the end of the loan, he will join on a permanent deal to Inter Milan. It's a shame, really. The permanent fee isn't too bad. We got around about 45 million for him for the mandatory fee, so we'll be getting that next summer. Happy days. It's disappointing because Kingsley Coman was such a good signing. We got him for 20 million on deadline day in our first season, and he done really, really well. When you look at season 1, 10 goals, 11 assists, and then he got a serious knee injury, which really messed up his second season. Third season came back to full fitness, 10 goals and 15 assists. But it was last year where he really, really struggled, fell out with me, fell out with the team, started not showing up for training. And then to top it off, he missed the penalty that got us knocked out of the Champions League, which, yeah, we don't like to really talk about that too much around here. So Kingsley Coman, he's gone out on loan to Inter Milan, and we'll never have to hopefully see him again. That is about 150 to 160 million we've brought in. good summer business for us. We managed to raise a lot of money, and we've not even spent half of that. We still have a transfer budget remaining of 132 million. I plan to spend all of it, especially with those wages. To show you what we're thinking of doing here on deadline day, there's one player in particular I really want, but we have spent some money this summer. We've gone big, a 70 million signing, and that is Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. It was a brilliant signing to make. 22 years of age, still so much potential, can improve a hell of a lot, and he's come in as a squad player, which is not too bad contract wise. That is, he will definitely not play as a squad player. He's already started the season very, very well. Premier League, 3 games, 1 goal and 3 assists. So good signing so far, but we do need a lot more technical quality in that midfield. We're trying to keep the ball. We're trying to make sure our opponents don't have it whatsoever. So far, I think we're averaging about 65 to 70% possession throughout the course of the season. I want that to last all season long with our midfielders. And Florian Wirtz has been so far so good. Look at his stats: first touch, the dribbling, the passing, the technique, and the flair. All top quality. And his off the ball work as well, being at a 16, is good considering our midfield is not really the most defensive orientated. So this then, viewers, is the lineup we have been using to start the season, and it's actually been going pretty well. When we look at the competitions that we have started in Premier League wise, 3 games and 3 wins off the bat. Not too bad. We beat West Ham, we beat Leeds, and we beat Brentford, scoring 8 goals in the process. So happy with that. When you look at Liverpool, they're back in business. Kylian Mbappe's already got 5 goals in 3 games. So they're going to be our main competitors. Man United in 3rd, Manchester City currently in 4th, and Chelsea have not started the season well. Currently just with the 1 win from 3 games. Now, speaking of Manchester City, who are sitting in 4th, they missed out on the Champions League last year. When you look at their squad, all of them have been sort of transfer listed by request. Ruben Diaz, Aymeric Laporte, Ferran Torres, Raheem Sterling, João Felix, Alexander Isak. All of these guys that we've looked at in the past have asked to leave because they did not make the Champions League. Did they even make Europe at all? Let's take a look at their schedule. Did they make Europe at all? Yeah, they're in the Europa League, and a lot of their players don't want to be there. The main one that we've been trying to chase all summer is Phil Foden. He's been transfer listed by request, and we've offered so much money for him in different incentives, in different sort of clauses. We've offered a couple of players, and we've not been able to get Phil Foden so far. So that's a player to look out for. So we're not looking to do too much business this deadline day, but we want to make 2 big signings. Someone that can play at centre-back and also midfield. Somebody also very, very technical to join sort of the creativity. As we're getting a loan offer in here for one of our youth players, we will send him out on loan. That's fine. We've been trying to sell quite a few. There's been rumours so far in this window that we're trying to move for Luis Diaz. We're not trying to move for Luis Diaz. It's interesting. Ousmane Dembele is available for loan. Is that somebody we maybe take a risk on? 300k a week? Probably not. Let's continue on then in deadline day and see if we get any offers for any of our players. So far, we don't seem to have any. Heads up about Aaron Ramsdale. He wants a new contract. That's fine. Let's discuss a new contract with Aaron Ramsdale. Yeah, we'll arrange talks for you shortly, and I'll do that once deadline day is over. We will 100% get Aaron Ramsdale a new deal because he is fantastic. A central attacking midfielder, playmaker, and someone to play as either a deep midfielder if Gravenberch moves a little bit forward, or as a centre-back. Those are the people that we're targeting today. We're already in discussions with the centre-back slash midfielder, and let's have a show of who he is. Declan Rice is about to sign for the Arsenal. 61 million up to potentially 112 million, but he's the best person that I could imagine coming into the squad. I think he's going to be fantastic playing as a ball playing centre-back in this team, and I think at times we'll even see him in midfield as well. It could go up to 112 million, but I think it's absolutely worth it. Let's accept that and bring Declan Rice in, our first signing on this deadline day. And yeah, happy to have him. We finally managed to get him out of the hands of West Ham. I'm sure West Ham fans are not happy with that, but I'm happy. Arsenal fans are happy. Declan Rice, one of England's best players, has now come to North London. Another outgoing then, Thomas Partey is heading to West Ham for 18 million. Obviously, they had the big money to replace Declan Rice, and that's what they've done. They brought in Thomas Partey, who we have, so we have no need for him really. He doesn't really play for us anymore. We've got Gravenberch, we've got Nkunku who can play deep, we've got Declan Rice who can play deep. Our midfield has Ødegaard, Wirtz, Szoboszlai, guys like that who kind of a little bit better at the role that we need in midfield from him. So we've moved him on quite comfortably, but now we have to focus on that playmaker. 9 hours left on deadline day, as there's another loan offer for Harry Clark. Let's accept that. That's fine. Right, Phil Foden. How much money do we have left to spend up front? We've got 70 million of this season's budget and a wages of 230. If we go up like that and do something like that, no, it only goes up to 78. So let's go back down. We've got 70 million that we can spend up front. Phil Foden is who I want. Can we get him in? Let's try to make an offer now. Right, the fee's gonna have to come down to about 75 million first off, because that's what we can afford. He's transfer listed by request, Man City. Come on, give him up. The deal at the minute is currently at around about 150 million. Installments of 10 million each. I don't care. Phil Foden is absolutely worth it. Minimum league goals of 50. He's probably never going to reach that. So let's go up there to 30 million. Phil Foden's probably not going to be a prolific goal scorer there. Bonus for winning the Premier League, 10 million. That's just a one-off payment, so that's fine. I don't really care about that. And same for winning the Champions League, although that's not something that Man City need to really be worried about, apparently, if you have a look at our recent history in the competition. So let's make that offer. Do Man City accept it? We've been trying to push for Phil Foden all summer long. I am confident. I'm hoping so. So let's move forward. It's been rejected again. What more can we do? Players to exchange. Right, Ainsley Maitland-Niles wants out. So if we add him, let's send Ainsley Maitland-Niles as part of the deal. So that's 155 million in money plus Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Come on. Let's make that offer. Come on, Man City. What have you got for us? It's one bid rejected on deadline day for Phil Foden, and we've already managed to bring in Declan Rice, which is fantastic. And see, have Man City come back to us? No, it's been rejected again. So we're going to keep working on this behind the scenes, although we might have to change tact and go for another playmaker. Looking at some of the alternatives to Phil Foden then, Chiesa, a player that I absolutely love. Could he come in and play as a playmaker? Potentially. Let's have a look. As a playmaker, no, his decision making is not the best, so I don't think Chiesa will really fit in that role. Although what we could do is play Lautaro Martinez there, and Chiesa could play up front. Let's have a look. As a pressing forward on attack, that could be an option. Chiesa is a player I absolutely love. We could bring him in, drop Lautaro Martinez down to a playmaker, so we've got Lautaro, Wirtz, and also Ødegaard as a creative midfield. It's not defensive at all, but we're going for goals, we're going for playmaking, we're going for technical quality over stability defensively. And then we could bring Chiesa in as an attacker. Who else could we bring in? Jack Grealish, he wants to leave, but too big a wage, 29 years old. It's a no from me. Marcus Rashford's never going to join Arsenal. Plus, look at that salary on Marcus Rashford. Pedri is another one. He's at Man City. He's asked to leave, but look at that salary. There's a whole bunch of players here on big wages, as Ciro Immobile has a bid from Chelsea. That really doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you. Right, let's keep looking through. Moriba, a lot of money though. I don't think we'll be able to get him in. Yusuf Demir, he's wanted by Man United and Hertha Berlin. Yusuf Demir, advanced playmaker support, agility, dribbling. Okay, this could be an interesting one. Yusuf Demir, he's only 22 years old as well, so there's a lot of progression there for him, and I'm sure he'd be willing to come. He's on a decent salary as well, currently only on 40k. It might be someone that we look into. Zakarian from Dynamo Moscow, he's wanted by Leeds and Hertha Berlin. Maybe we get Demir and get one over Manchester United if they are genuinely interested in him. They've come back with a counter offer for Yusuf Demir. We're not giving them a percentage profit from net sale. That's just not happening. So we're going to remove that. 12 million after league appearance is not going to happen. So they want 73. They wanted 73 million in total. Let's up this to 3 million each, and let's up this to 60 million, because it will still leave us with about 20 million to spare for maybe January, if we want to do any movement in January, or any youth players, any young players that we want to sign. Let's do something like that, up to 69 million. I think we're going to have to move away from Phil Foden, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to be able to have the finances to bring them in, and as we see, yeah, there's plenty left in the budget. Yusuf Demir offer has been accepted, so that's fantastic. We'll do that and then do that. Is that going to work? There we go. All right, so we've moved on then. 160k. That is excessive. That is incredibly excessive. I know he's a top talent, but that's a lot of money. Less yearly wage rise is not going to happen. We have a lot of wages to spend, but at 22 and you're currently only on 40k, I feel like we're being extorted a little bit here. Let's give the agent a little bit more money. See if that works out. Okay, 150k. I don't feel good about that, viewers. I don't feel positive about that whatsoever, but we need another midfielder in, especially if we are going for this ultra attacking possession play, technical midfielders, and sort of try to score as many goals. We're not going to outscore Liverpool with just our attackers. We're going to have to do it through possession and through a boatload of chance creation. Let's have a look here. Any other offers? Yes. Transfer from Nottingham Forest. Yeah, we'll accept that. We will accept that, and we will give an ultimatum to both of the other clubs. Let's see, because we could get Miguel Aziz out on a permanent. That would be a positive. Renato Sanchez potentially go into Manchester United then. Don't know about that one as a deal. Leon Edwards, no, we're keeping him for the season. We're keeping a lot of our youngsters this year because we do want to see them in like the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup, and I feel like we need a little bit more youth players coming through. Attacking midfielder Zakarian, who we were looking at, got some offers from Southampton and Hertha Berlin. We'll watch him in the future. Matt Smith, he can go. He's never going to play for us. I'd love for him to go on a permanent, but it's not going to happen. Lucas Klosterman, somebody that we've looked at in the past, likely going to Borussia Dortmund. This is a busy day for transfers on deadline day. Absolutely love it. Dynamo Moscow accepted those bids, so we could have got him. Oh, they've accepted bids of 23 million. And now he's gone to Hertha Berlin. Let's compare. If he's much better than Demir, he's not much better than Demir. Yeah, Demir is way better. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about that. We've made the better signing. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Interesting deal that Renato Sanchez has now gone through to Manchester United. 35 million. That's a decent signing. Miguel Aziz has gone. I don't really care to answer that. And Yusuf Demir is set to sign for Arsenal. So that is our final signing then of the window. We've brought in Demir, we've brought in Declan Rice, we've brought in Florian Wirtz, we've lost Thomas Partey, we've lost Gabriel, which is still so heartbreaking. I can't believe that he left us. We're going to ask Odegaard to introduce him, and yeah, we've done a lot of good work this summer. And we're going to now wrap up transfer deadline day. We're going to show you the squad at the end of transfer deadline day, the type of lineup that we'll be using for the majority of the season, and then we'll push on. And there we have it then. Transfer deadline day is over. Arsenal, the biggest spenders, 233 million spent this summer. 48 players out. That's a bunch of young players as well that we managed to get out on decent fees and just clear from the books because they were never going to make it at the squad. If we look at the tactics then, Demir is here and so is Declan Rice. This is the way that I'm thinking of lining up then, with Gravenberch, Odegaard and Wirtz as the three main midfielders, and then we've got rotation of Demir in midfield. We've also got Szoboszlai playing midfield as well as Emil Smith-Rowe. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. If we were to rotate the midfield, it will be Emil Smith-Rowe. There's a Szoboszlai on that side, and then also Demir on that side. So I think that's going to be our rotation midfield moving forward. And there's so many games. We just need to keep everyone fresh, and we need to keep all of these guys on the best form because we need the Champions League, we need the FA Cup, we need the Carabao Cup. So that's the end of deadline day. Declan Rice is coming in, and then when we switch him out, we've got the likes of William Saliba who can come in defence. We've got the likes of, where is he? Ben White. can obviously play there as well. Tomiyasu is another one who could play at centre-back. If we want Tomiyasu over there, we could bring in Ainsley Maitland-Niles because he didn't leave on deadline day. He did stay. So there's a bunch of players that we can play. There's a bunch of rotation options that we can have. And I'm really happy now with the squad depth. So thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. I will be fast forwarding through a bunch of games just so that we can get this season ongoing. Those are our friendly results and our Premier League results. We also won the Community Shield, beating Liverpool on penalties. So it's good to know that we can beat Liverpool when it doesn't matter. We're going to bring you a next game. We've had our Champions League group stage draw come through. We've drawn Juventus, Rangers and Shakhtar Donetsk. We should get through comfortably. Juventus gave us some trouble last year though, so we do want to try our best to qualify top of the group, but we'll bring you the next game against Rangers. So in the meantime, take care, stay safe. Thank you for watching. It was a little bit more of a longer episode today, so I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's not too boring for you. Subscribe if you are new around here. Hit like if you are enjoying the content. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you for the next video.